All right. So let me turn this around. How do I do that? Okay, so I'm building a ramp right now. Now, full disclaimer, this is not, and I repeat, this is not an ADA guideline built ramp. Few reasons for that. Number one, basically we don't have the space right now, but I need a ramp now, if that makes any sense. So this was 8 foot, and then I added another foot and make it 9. So it's gonna be a 9-foot ramp. So ADA guidelines for a fully assisted, meaning someone needs to be pushed up in a wheelchair, is 1 foot for every inch. Meaning, for every height, for how tall it is in inches, that's how long it needs to be in feet. So this is about 23, 24 inches from the floor to the bottom of the door. So this ramp would need to be basically 24 feet long, which I can't do here in this garage. So, like I said, right about there's 9 feet. I'd have to make another platform here, do an L, come back down, and then make another platform, and then go down to get my 23, 24 feet ramp slope. So that's not going to happen today. Eventually we will build another ramp. It'll be in the front yard, but I kind of want to take time to kind of see how I did this. This is probably my 3rd ramp, and every time I learn something new. I never had brick here, so steps, and I wasn't going to remove them. So I basically went into the studs in the wall with my 2x4s, made a box for this platform, and then did my bracing on in here. I couldn't really. This is sitting a little bit lower, and basically my plan here is for the plywood, when it sits on the frame that I built, it's gonna line up exactly with this threshold, so that way it doesn't. There's no gap, no transition strip. It'll be flush. I already set the plywood, so I already know it's gonna work out well. Here, this is the tricky part: the transition from going to the ramp and the angle. You know, your 2x4s are straight cut. So it took me in any time in my life. I need visual. I'm a very visual learner. So what I did was, and I should have recorded it while I did it, but you don't think about it at the time. I grabbed my frame here and I stuck it up against this plywood as close as I could get it, and I traced on the inside what this angle was. See that right there? So then that way I could rip down another 2x4 to get this piece. And what that's going to do is when I attach this, and I'll show that in a minute, to here, this is going to be flush. And my goal here is so that way when my plywood touches from this ramp, because my plywood's going to stop right here at this line, and when my plywood starts for this ramp, they will be touching. So again, no need for a transition slip or strip, or it'll be flush. That's my goal here. And then we'll just go straight down with the plywood. Usually, you know, if you're doing the ADA thing, you can just, with the guidelines, you'd rip this down, it'd be more like this way, at an angle. And I didn't do that because I wanted to build my frame first with this, because it was just a lot easier. And then I realized I needed this piece, which in hindsight, still, I like having these two. I don't like cutting this. I'd rather have this, because I can attach screws all the way down. Alright. Okay, I wanted to show how this worked out with my little strip here. See how it pretty much comes flush. There's a little gap there, but this line's pretty straight. And then I did also add a 2x4 underneath the threshold of the doorway. That's so that way the plywood doesn't have any bow right there. It didn't before when I kind of test fitted it. But I also had to cut my plywood, because when I first did this, I didn't have the 2x4 underneath right there for the frame. I actually had it in the wrong spot. I had it on the outside of the frame, so my frame was actually at an angle, and I didn't realize it So my plywood was already cut, and I got to figure out how to fix that. But so far, I've got the frame mounted up. I'm probably going to add some studs in the center here just for additional support, and I'll probably put like a leg going down there, or legs on the side. I think I'm going to do it on the side because I'm going to continue railing coming down. All right. Okay, so next phase, we have added the 2x4s in between each stud, going across, and then I also added this. We had this in the yard, so a 4x4 just to add support in the center. I put a block down there as well at the bottom. Of course, I'm going to have railing, so I'll have 2x4s going alongside here, and of course it's mounted up against the wall right there and here, so I'm not worried about any failures on that side. It's really sturdy. I just walked on it. So keep moving on. All right, hopefully the sun isn't gonna mess this up, but so we're pretty much done. So this little ramp we had at the old house, because we had like a little 3-inch lip on our front door, and that's what we used there. We ordered that from Wayfair. It's aluminum. It works really well, and you can fold it up and take it with you. And I did secure it with a couple of screws. It has these pins, excuse me, that go in there, like if it's in your door frame or something like that, but I just used it here. And then the railing, I just finished up. So, I feel pretty confident in it. I'm walking on it. Now this part, I have to recut. I'll do this later. Because basically what happened on my first cut of the plywood, it's back here when I mentioned earlier where my 2x4 was in the wrong spot. So when I measured for the piece originally, it fit, but then when I fixed this, now I got to get and cut out a new piece of plywood for it, but that's not a big deal. It's functional and usable right now. The only thing left is to do the textured paint, which I'll probably do tomorrow because I'm beat. I'm ready for some fried chicken. Anyways, get ready and we'll continue on. All right. Well, first impressions for you. What do you think? You're not gonna say anything?
I think about ram into the wall like I did last time, but it wasn't a wall. It was just.
Yeah, now we got the railing. So does that make you feel a little bit better?
Yeah.
Okay. Does this feel as steep as before?
No, not really.
I still got to get the textured paint. All right. Now I'll clean all this. This is all in your way, but right on. What do you think? Is it too steep still?
No, it's good.
It's good? All right. Good deal. You gonna try going up it? I can give you a hand too. We'll see how it is on your own power. Pretty. I got you. All right. So you'll need a little help. That's okay. We got plenty of people here to do that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So it was just kid tested. Now we got to get mother approval.
You trying to video?
What?
Are you trying to video?
I'm not trying. I am. Come on out here. Well, you got to get a hat on or something? Come on.
She's got to get out of her chair
What do you mean?
so I can make sure.
Oh, you're gonna test drive it.
I usually do it before I even let her go down it.
Okay.
So I know for a fact.
She's gonna test drive. She said she's ready. I am gonna record this.
Because I usually test it, like I usually go in her chair and go down it before she does. But if she's cool with it, I'm cool with it.
I'm gonna fix that corner. I already.
You're good.
No, where the hole is, where our benches could go.
For the
Mud corner.
I'm
Wait.
cool with it.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Comments, concerns.
Good job.
Thank you.
You're welcome.